What's up, y'all? I'm a little late with the update, but basically, difference between barber school at a technical school, college and a barber academy is the technical college is a public school, and the barber academy is a private school. And with private schools, they can charge you more than what a public school can charge you. So that's why you might see some schools for the same program to get you a barber license with different costs, like $6,000, $14,000, two big differences. But I decided to go with a barber academy, which is very local, 10 minutes from where I live. Instead of doing a 20 to 30 minute drive every day. I feel like that works out. I can go home on lunch. If I need to leave early, I can leave earlier. The only thing with this private school is it's like self-paced, so you gotta do it on your own. You gotta pay attention. If you're not paying attention, if you're not asking questions, you're not gonna get anything out of it. You're not doing the work, you're not gonna get anything out of it. There's a lot of people there that they just go there and they just there. They just clock in and they just there. Some not not even in classroom. People are not ever on time. Being on time is a big thing, no matter what. No matter what your job is, where you are, what you do, where you go, being on time is always important. And a lot of people fail to realize that. I don't know why. Anyways, my first week of barber school was last week. Did Monday to Friday, 9 to 3, and then Saturday I came in just to, learn, look around for a couple hours. Also, with this private school, instead of going to a public school, you don't wait for a start date. At this private school, you start any day, and you jump into wherever they are at now, and that's why you have to ask questions. You have to be very observant, because you can start any day of the week. You can start at this academy. Some people might not like that. If you ever gone to a regular school, you want to start with everyone else. You want to be day one like everyone else that's in your class. That's not the case with this one. You have 4 levels, so you could be in the same class with a level 1 and level 2. Maybe because the level 2 missed that class, or missed it, or they didn't start around the same time. Like I started in chapter 12, and I think the theory has about 23, 24 chapters, and I started writing 12, so I'm going to be in 12 all the way to 24, and then back around and finish with 11. Basically how it works. With my first barber kit, you don't get clippers in your first barber. You get shears, comb shears, razors. You get a mannequin head, rollers, coloring kit. Because with the barber stylist program here in Florida, you do this so you can be a barber that uses chemicals. So if you're a barber using chemicals, that's your regular barber. But you can also, they don't tell you, but you can also apply to get a restricted barber's license. Basically, you can't use no chemical services, no perms, no relaxers, anything with chemicals in it. You can still do hair washes, and conditioning, but you can't do anything with chemicals. But at the school, they teach you how to learn that stuff, so you can be a full, barber and offer all of those services, so you can make the most money that you can out of it. That's just the idea, and that's just what their goal is. If you're going there to go to barber school, to be a barber, then that's what you should do. If you go in there for cosmetology, you can go do barbering as well. They also have nail techs, and I think they have spa stuff. I don't know what to really call it. But it was really hard for me to get over how you start, because it kind of seemed a little what's the word I'm looking for? It just was everywhere. Everything was just scattershot. I'm just quiet for the first 2 days, so I'm just listening and paying attention trying to figure out what's the flow of the motion. And through the first week, I get the flow now. In the morning, they didn't tell me at all. In the morning, you do theory. In the afternoon, you do practicals. And it's not really a set practice is what you should be working on. In the afternoons, I work on the 5-part for the perming. And then you put the hair in 5 parts, and you roll them up. That's what I work in the afternoon. Also, I bought my own clippers already. First weekend, I already bought clippers. I bought some Color Pro, and some Andes T outliners. I think that's a pretty good starting clippers and trimmers to get. I did buy, of course, like little things like alcohol. I got some black neck strips. Got a cape off of Amazon. Of course, I got like the oil and the clipper cleaners, clipper side, some people might call it. I didn't buy barber side because school already has barber side there, so I'm like, why buy barber side? They already have it. And let's see. Other than that, it was a pretty good first week. And this is the starting of my second week. Looks like we do a chapter a week. Basically, if the chapter isn't that long, we do a chapter a week, and then we do the test on Thursdays. So basically, it's Monday to Thursday is a chapter. We do the test on Thursday, and then Fridays we were in the shop all day. So last week, Friday all day, I was just watching everyone, cut hair, stuff like that. I decided to get my hair cut a little bit. Got a little part on the side. And it's really kind of, cool to see people come in and get their hair cut for a low price at a barber school. A lot of people don't really think about that. I never thought about it before I even thought about barbering or anything like that. I never thought about going to a barber school to get my hair cut. You save money, but also you got that risk of someone messing your hair up because we're students, we're in school, we're learning. Even though granted that the instructor is going to be in the barber shop at the moment, but he's not always going to be floating around with everybody. You ask him for your help, and he also looks at your work when you're done. And he also, kind of like monitors the area at the same time. So it's not like it's something I recommend people to do, but I do recommend it if you don't really care what your hair looks like. Can I say that? Yeah. You don't really care what your hair looks like sometimes, or you want to support upcoming barbers, then definitely go to a barber school, barber academy. You get your hair cut. Saves you money. You get people, and you have people that are practicing. A simple brush cut. If you get your hair in a simple brush cut, definitely go to a barber academy. If you get fades and stuff like that, you can go. There's a couple good people, that may be there that could do good fades. But if you're very particular about your fade, then maybe not. But other than that, definitely try it out. See where your local barber school is. Get a haircut there. I think the one I go to probably charges like $7 for a haircut, and they encourage tips for the barbers. I feel like that's a great thing to do. Today, first day of second week, I did cut one of another student's hair. He had some braids in his head, and I just gave him a line up top, and then I cleaned up the back of his head, and then line up all the way around. Very, very, very easy. First time putting those clippers that I bought from Amazon Prime to a person's head, and I was satisfied with it. Even though, granted, I didn't do a full-on haircut, but that, that broke the ice for me, and I felt like, that's just the beginning. There's more to come. If you have any questions, like that, don't forget to like and subscribe to my page, and if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Thank you.